And what's up, Internet? You're listening to another episode of FanBrosShow, the voice of the urban geek for all nerds. And I am your host, DJ Ben Amin, aka Lando Californication, Soldier 70 Spliff, reading Rambro, the man in the mirror universe, amongst other things. You know, the Kevin Bacon of the internets. I could go on and on, but I'm going to keep it short and simple tonight because we got a lot to talk about. What up, Miss Barr? And as always, I am joined by
Tatiana King Jones, the Grand Duchess of Tech, also known as the Ahura of the Spaceship, the Arcandroid 18, Princess Preach, Gem and the Hollow Fam, Stone Cold Steve Flossin, Queen of the Amazons Prime subscription, T'Challa Bread, and Toffee Baratheon.
Toffee Baratheon.
Wait. I can tell you weren't really listening to me last week because I said like half of
these. Yeah, she definitely did.
What was the subscription one?
Queen of the Amazon Prime.
I'm logging off. Fuck that. Y'all do this by yourself. I'm not doing this.
Come on, this is FanBrosShow. This is what we do. Hey, today, see that?
Hey, I like that.
People on video. That's another thing. You should be on video right now, you guys. I know everyone can't be watching it on video, but make sure after you listen to the podcast, you check out FanBros TV because we're on video, y'all.
And you should hit that subscribe button. If you are watching, hit that like right there. Let me do that right. Like, like right there, hit that subscribe, all that good shit. I had to make sure I had to point it out to them. Like and but back to the show. Let's get to it because not like you said, Tatiana, not everybody is watching. So we are joined by, as always.
Oh, I thought y'all was about to skip me. I was about to flip some tables up in this motherfucker.
He's like, I'm new, but not that new.
You saw me. I was like, New York. I was sitting like this.
He was clutching his purse
like this.
Jeff James, like, light-skinned brothers have already gotten disrespected enough this week.
So shout out to my, before I get into these AK, but let me get into AKs first. I won't forget the joke. It's your boy Jeff J, the Merc with a mic, aka Dwayne Wade Wilson.
Yes.
Brian Colangelo 76 burner account, 64, Two Rags to Riches, Earth, Wind, and Firestorm, Wiley West Side, Bagger Vance, Astro, and Fax the Destroyer. And shout out to my dude, Darvin, who said that the light-skinned brothers have been in the mountains like the Jabari, waiting for a new leader after this battle. And said it's time. We need to come down. It's got to be challenge day because shit ain't going right.
We have watched from the mountains as the Pusha T has disrespected us.
Couldn't even keep his own producer safe.
Pusha Thanos came in there with the gauntlet, folks, and just
push it because it is scalding, honey.
Man, oh man.
Ooh, it has been a week, folks. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for subscribing on all the various platforms. Thank you for all the support. But man, it has been a week out there. Shout out to Drake. Hold your heart, son. You thought you had it, but then that, but
it's been a day. Yesterday, y'all Tuesday was
all good.
Y'all hear people talk about old school classic Twitter, 2011 Twitter, 29, like the golden era.
Yes,
that was a golden era day. It didn't stop. Everything was funny, and everything was happening. Like it would not stop. Like that was a classic day.
I mean, just incredible. But, and it's continued. This has been, like I said, this has been a week, folks, because, today as the aftermath of that slaughter took place, I mean, just one, I could not believe, like, I'll be dead ass honest with y'all. Like, I woke up that morning, I saw Roseanne Barr's tweet, and I was like, okay, I mean, that's out of control. But what's going to happen? Nothing. I didn't even say nothing. I didn't tweet nothing. I didn't want to get involved because I know, everybody was dragging her to hell and back. And I was just like, okay. And then like 5 minutes later, because I'm on the West Coast, so I was already late. I checked Twitter again, and it's over.
It's over for you.
Grand opening, grand closing.
One season. Roseanne canceled because of the outrageousness. We need to open up Trifling Heights, because she is now a new permanent resident and has been sent back to the depths of darkness where she belongs. And
probably gentrified it.
Oh, not
apartments from people who actually needed it in Trifling Heights.
I don't know if trash can gentrify something.
Trash can't gentrify trash. So.
He's the slumlord in Trifling Heights.
Probably a resident of a slumlord, but
we have a couple of them in there already.
Oh man,
yeah. You can't forget. Our president-elect or whatever is.
There is no president right now.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to unpack.
It still hurts, folks. It still hurts. But yeah, a lot of people were, kind of upset, or not upset, kind of feeling kind of a ways, because there's a lot of people working on this show. It's Hollywood. This is a very competitive market. There's, cast members, crew, all kind of people. As far as cast, I really, feel nothing. Y'all were getting the bid checks. Most of y'all are super rich already.
We were talking about that before we went live, the fact that just a few of the bigger name stars like Sarah Gilbert, John Goodman, their fees were going up to $300K an episode from $250. So I don't feel no types of ways about y'all losing out on that. I particularly don't feel no types of ways about it because a lot of people who, whether they've known her for years, whatever, want to say, oh, well, she's a different person now, but not really. Like, she been this way for a minute, and she's always, and one thing I will say that I do like about her, she has always shown her card. She has always shown time and time again that she's a racist and all this other stuff. And I prefer that I know who my racists are. Okay. So my thing is that it wasn't like this was hidden or something new information about her, but y'all chose to continue to work with her, whether it was under, and you know what, I'm not going to put thoughts into other people's head, but maybe it was validated to them that this really was a vehicle where both sides could be heard on the matter. Maybe they really felt like this was the way to go and this was the most fair way. But at the end of the day, you chose to work again with Roseanne, the same Roseanne who's been saying this foul shit for years, decades. It's nothing new. So I don't feel bad for them. Now, when you mentioned about the cast and crew, not the cast rather, but the crew and the people, the production, the people who actually work on it, the writers, like, especially because of you, man, we have the understanding how that industry works. That's another story. Yeah, I feel like just a few weeks ago, we're upfronts, which is also the time where shows go to die. And you saw how projects was getting killed left and right. And a lot of people, me and Jeff had that episode by ourselves where we, coming up, you don't think nothing about it. You're just like, oh, that show's gone. But now that you know more about the industry, that means like there's 250 people out there. There's 500 people out here. Like it's really like Infinity War out in this bitch.
It really is. Yeah. And no, that's definitely the part of it. But at the same time, like you already said, even the crew members, they signed on. They weren't signing on Blondie. They signed on to Roseanne. They know what that comes with. Sure, they knew it was going to be a hit.
Well, what about people where like this is their first shot? Or not even just first shot. Like, what if this is their major shot to get paid? Or what if it is a shot to get paid?
Okay, well, here's a prime example of that. Once I was asked, would I have taken the job on that series that got canceled, Confederate? Because it was my first shot, as a writer in the industry or whatever when I got the gig on American Gods. Mm-hmm. But when I was asked that, I had to tell them like, hell no. Because as much as that's my, first shot of my dream and my life, everything I wanted, it's like, no way, because I'm not going to work on that show. Because there's no way I feel like I can turn that premise around to make it work where it doesn't, it just, because America hasn't dealt with slavery. And then another part of this is that you're like, well, damn, Roseanne went, thought it was, but no, what Roseanne forgot, and that a lot of people forget, is that she's still a woman. Whether or not, like she's the rich woman or everything, like the president or not my president can get away with saying that shit because he's a white man. That's facts. He's a rich white man. So he can keep saying all this bullshit, lie every day, and they're going to protect him because everybody's just trying to get their money. But with Roseanne, it's like you have a black woman at the head of ABC and you're a white woman and people are like, no, that you ain't got that, you ain't got that cred to get away with that type of shit.
Towards that, I think they did the right thing by canceling, but also I looked at them funny style since the beginning, because I was like, y'all greenlit it in the first place.
So here's something from me. You sleep with a snake, you can't be shocked when you get bit in the ass.
Facts.
That's first off. Secondly, I respect the courage of your convictions, Ben, but it's not as convenient for everybody.
No, it's not. Yeah.
What jobs they get. So for the people who that was their shot and they took it, you know, I have that general level of sympathy. I don't want to see anybody lose their job. Right. But think about these NFL players who everybody's like, why don't y'all all just walk away, when they don't understand the structure of the contracts and the fact that it's not guaranteed money, and where the largest money making people, they going out and their hand is over that heart and they standing for the flag, because that protest doesn't really affect them as much as it affects the team, but they're not going to mess up their money. This is the similar situation I see with people who may have been in that crew, especially people, crew members of color, where Hollywood, you know how it is dog eat dog. So if they had to get that job, I get it. Having said that, you had to know at some point it was a ticking time bomb. And imagine being so racist that you would squander the bag for yourself and others on a show that has your name on it just because you want to get these tweets off. With the oldest slur.
With her, it was the Ambien, okay?
Oh, you know, Sanofi US, the manufacturer of Ambien, have come out and said that racism is not one of the side effects of using Ambien. Which I felt was the most proper corporate response that you can get. And shout out to dictionary.com and Merriam-Webster for dragging people with the King's English as elegantly as possible. But, you know, talking to your point about the whole ABC and how you looked at them funny, yeah, they did the right thing. They did the quote unquote moral thing, but they also did the money thing when they got Roseanne. You could talk about reaching across the aisle and showing middle America and showing the other side. They knew that they had a lane. They knew that they had money involved, and the ratings reflected it, whether people like it or not and say, why did she get a platform? Roseanne was middle America, white trash types of, like, even I watched the old series, like that's just who they were. They were the Trump supporters before Trump supporters. So this is just a continuation of what it was. What I think happened, what I know happened, when she signed the dotted line, it's like, okay, Roseanne, you got a clean slate from here. You can't wild out. There probably was like a morality clause or something like that. You can't wild out on Twitter anymore. Your views are your views. Fuck it. We're going to make this money, but you can't wild anymore. Okay. And then she goes and then lets this shit off, right? So she wasted the money. So they did what was right. They did what was best for business. Black woman at the helm, notwithstanding, because the same black woman was in charge when they rebooted it. And the same black woman was in charge when they quelled and sequestered that episode of Blackish that had to do with kneeling for the flag. We need to release that now. Now that we know, I get it, sister, I get it. Release. Y'all want the Snyder cut? Release the Blackish episode. Release the Kaepernick episode.
Ben, you're on mute. But I agree.
I'm mute.
but Jeff, I agree with you, and really, like, the environment we're in right now, just the general cultural environment we're in right now, was just rife for a Roseanne type deal to come back. So again, from a sheer money business perspective, of course, it made logical sense. But come on, like, where do you stop yourself? Like, I that's why I say I while that was cool that they went the quote unquote right way, I also feel like y'all brought this upon yourself. I just feel like it's been a week of people giving themselves L's. Like, it's like, how could you make yourself, you know, take the loss? Like, and for ABC, it's not apparently it's not much of a loss for them because they're getting the kudos for doing the right thing. But I'm also like, yo, at the corner of your eye, you still need to be looking at ABC and all these other people who are propping up these clear trolls of society. It's clear.
I mean, from a business perspective, I don't I don't knock them per se.
No, not from business.
You showing one side, you showing the other side. You really, from a business perspective, they're like, yo, yeah, for as much as Blackish be whether it's intelligent, how intelligent it is, all of that, they're showing one side. We're gonna show the other side, and it's not like Roseanne hasn't been on before. But I just need energy levels to remain consistent with this type of stuff going forward.
But wasn't Roseanne on Fox back in the day, or? I know it wasn't
no. Roseanne's always been on ABC.
Has it?
Always on ABC.
In 11, like season 10. So it was on.
Yeah, no, this is an ABC production. That's why they brought it back. And like you said, Jeff, not everyone is in the position. I wasn't really in the position. Like, I definitely needed a job. You know, it wasn't one of them things where I could have been like, damn, I can't take this. You know, I'm paid over here. It was one of them things where, like, at some point, though, you do have to make that choice. You have to be like, you know, and I understand NFL players, you're already in there. I'm not saying everyone can make that choice, but when these people, like you also said, it's a volatile environment. Like, you know, American Gods was here for me and going on the next day just because, not because somebody threw out a tweet. That's just how this business works. That's how any business works. You have to be prepared for that no matter what.
Right.
So especially when you sign on to something like Roseanne, you got to know, you know, this can come with me being out of here tomorrow. So I definitely have that sympathy for everyone, but
how long do you think it's going to take for her to fill back up?
Oh, never. No. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Yeah, it's a wrap for her. This is a wrap.
You don't think she'll be back in any?
Not on ABC, but she'll be back. Like, come on, y'all. Don't be like naive.
Yo, Kimmel's already caping for her. Jimmy Kimmel's caping for her. She'll be on Joe Rogan on Friday.
I'm like, come on.
You might get a cabinet position out of this. Shout out to my guy G Palm. He put that energy.
Okay.
Wow.
Secretary of what's the pharmaceutical? Is there a pharmaceutical cabinet position? Should she want to talk about Ambien? Or maybe she'll be Secretary of the Arts.
It's such an amazing dichotomy, the world of TV. Like, it's fake as F, but at the same time, it's just like it also has the power to uplift and show you new worlds. So it's just such a harsh dichotomy when it comes to TV world. It really is.
I mean, I'm not uncultured when you say F and I be cursing. I'm not cursing.
I'm trying to curb.
It's not even Lent, and you acting all prim and proper. Whatever.
I'm trying to curb it. Actually, I'm trying to get our monetization up, and every time I go, fuck, you know, we lose.
Now, they want us because we authentic, we original.
Frack and frick.
Oh man.
You know, I think we've said all we can say on Miss Barr and being barred from TV and everybody taking these L's. So we're going to take a quick break right here, and we'll be right back with more FanBrosShow.
FanBros,